right here on this broadcast. It's full time out there at the Munich Stadium. It's finished Belgium 1, Italy 2. No second half goals scored by both teams, but it was as cracking a game of football as it was in the first half. In the second half, rather, as it was in the first half. Unfortunately for the Belgians, they will be going home, and their tournament does come to an end. And Italy march on to the semi-finals, where they join Spain, who won the competition in 2008 and 2012 as well. And Italy, one-time winner of Euro 2020, will be looking forward to yet another championship. This time, they will be taking on the Spanish national team. And what a cracking game of football that one surely will be. Guys, what a second half performance we saw. Belgium tried and tried. Unfortunately, it couldn't just be for them in the end. We saw the substitutions from the managers, Brownish, starting off, trying to get back into the game. But unfortunately, you just think the damage was done in the first half. And unfortunately for the Belgians, they just, for last spells of the game, I personally thought there was, if we were to play even a third half, it would just end the same way it did. Because the Italians just had that little extra edge as compared to the Belgians.
Yeah. As for the Italians, it was more a matter of just basically keeping it very disciplined at the back. And you know that the Italians, that is their forte. When it comes to defending, they are absolute geniuses. And so it was, I wouldn't say easy for the Italians, but they knew what they had to do. It was quite obvious what Roberto Mancini must have told that Italian side. All you need to do is keep it very disciplined at the back. And that's like second nature to them. Obviously, it was always going to happen like that. And as for the Belgians, they just weren't able. It wasn't the day for the Belgians. We saw massive opportunities for them to put the ball into the back of the net. With just a little bit more quality, they certainly could have at the very least turned this game around and opened it up back again. But numerous chances for Romero Lukaku. Of course, we saw the teenager on the left hand side for the Belgian side, who was absolutely explosive, Edoko, who time and time again was troubling that right hand side of the Italian defense. So it was a great game, but sadly, if you're Belgian, you're probably going to think it was a miss. They certainly didn't show as much quality as we know them to have, and they've been knocked out by the winners, who by all intents and purposes deserved this game. Italy certainly did the job, and they did the Italian job, and most definitely they got that result. And that's what you expect from this Italian side. Very, very organized, and in this game most definitely came through for them.
Certainly wasn't a day for the Belgians, but the star man on the occasion, you have to say from a Belgian perspective, was Jeremy Doku, and ran the Italians ragged in defense. Plays for Rennes, born in 2002, Jeremy Doku. And you just think he may just have sold himself to bigger things when it comes to club football for next season. But now, as it stands, Tony, Italy taking on Spain in the next round of the competition. I mean, the Italians have just slowly gone about their business, and game on game, we continue to see a different side to the Italians. They become a much more stronger unit, and you just look like they have to be the favorites at this point, Tony.
Yeah, giving the fact that...
No disrespect to England and to Spain.
Maybe based on, teams who have won it, you might want to say, Spain, giving the only team who have won it actually more than once in terms of
three times.
So maybe you want to give it to Spain, but based on what we're seeing in this tournament, the brand of football and everything that comes with it, a lot of people would surely be tilting towards the Italians. It's been a very long time since they laid their hands on this trophy. It's been one of the trophies that have been eluding them, despite the fact they'd won the World Cup 4 times and all of that. They had just won this once, and if I can remember, in the 60s or so. So it's a big one over their head, and they just look primed for this. Like I've said so many times, they look like a side with the combination of everything. They have everything. Defending, they have got it. Going forward, they have got it. They've got the beauty in the middle of the park. They can be very smooth with their transition. They can go very hard. They can be aggressive. It just ticks all the boxes
different
for you.
Combinations can work for them.
And today is a big day for them. Now they go 32 games unbeaten. That's a new national record. They equaled 31 after that win against Austria, which was a record that they actually set themselves in 78, and now they have gone past it. Away from that, they had won 16 games on the bounce. It's also a new national
Fantastic record.
Won all their games through qualifying, and it's just amazing how they do this. And for talking about Mancini, it took him how many years? 8 years to get his own pound of flesh against Martinez. If you remember the FA Cup final in 2013, Wigan, Man City. Yeah, so I just think that right now they've got everything working for them, and it will be a battle royale against the Spanish side, which you've got to also give them that respect as multiple champions of this tournament. But as we speak, Italy, the Italians, they know they're getting closer to it, and they can surely smell it.
That statistic that you read, 16 games on the bounce, just gives you the feeling that any team that is successfully stopping this Italian side certainly will go on and win it, because the only thing that will stop this Italian side is certainly a team that is good enough to win the Euros, because they've been absolutely phenomenal in big games. They perform and they come out and they show you the defensive frailties of teams that you didn't necessarily see before, and it's really fantastic. Let's not forget, this is a Belgian side that held out for 90 minutes against a very, very ultra attacking Portuguese side as well,
led by Cristiano Ronaldo.
So it was no mean feat to get one up on this Belgian side, but the Italians did it. And moving on, they're going to face Spain.
Just very quickly before we go to the phone lines to get your thoughts, guys, 0700 993 993 993 is the number to dial. And of course, you can also, for our late female callers, 01465 7190, 01465 7190. End of a generation for the Belgians. We saw them at the 2018 World Cup, couldn't do it, got to finish third. Now getting knocked out in the quarterfinals of Euro 2020. Does it in any way feel sad that this great Belgian team of Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Thibaut Courtois, Ventogin and Vermaelen, all of these guys haven't really lived up to expectations yet again on a major stage? And I mean, any talks as to the future of the manager Roberto Martinez, going forward?
I don't think he would leave. It's very hard, given the fact that there's so much to actually prove with this team. He's got so much quality, and yet there's nothing tangible to show for it. Some would say the bronze at the World Cup not good enough for the kind of quality
that you do have.
In fact, since he took over as the manager, no team have won more games than Belgium in world football. They have won 2 extra games with some 2 goals scored too, and not forgetting them topping the world rankings for 2 years or thereabout. Yes, there have been improvements, but it's beyond just winning friendly games or winning qualifiers. It's taking it into the tournament and actually going to win it. You asked one question: is this the end of an era? Maybe not, but because they've got quite a number of young players in that. Doku there. There's Kevin De Bruyne. There's still Hazard, who should still be there for the next 5 years.
Axel Witsel.
But Axel, but that defense line of Thomas,
it's got to change.
It's got to change. It's definitely got to change. They need faster, smarter, younger defenders. Even though some would say, "Oh, how about the Italians?" They've got very experienced.
That's always going to be the comparison. The Italians have done it with practically the same age.
The Italians are geniuses. Now, it's not quite as much as the Italian defense being quick. They are smart and they know how to position. These are not things that you necessarily teach defenders.
And players who play in the same league.
Exactly.
Together.
Coordination and
coordination in the same team.
Yeah. So.
All right then. 0700 993 993 993. The defending champions have been knocked out. The world champions have been knocked out. And the best ranked team in world football have just joined that list. And of course, Germany as well, winning the World Cup in 2014, knocked out. So it's up to
English will be shouting, "He's coming home!"
All our we've got England, we've got Italy, we've got Spain, and tomorrow we'll see Czech Republic taking on Denmark, and of course Ukraine taking on the 3 Lions of England. Let's hear from you. 0700 993 993 993. Good evening to you.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening. Welcome to the broadcast. What's your name?
This is Adegoke from Lekki.
Welcome, Adegoke.
You too. Wow, it was a fantastic match tonight. and I actually wanted Belgium to win. I think they are the better side, actually. Yeah, but
All of the better sides have been getting knocked out.
yes, the Italians were like tactical, really. And, they are always defensive, very good at
Yeah.
back. So they sort of maintain that integrity, So, well, good luck to them. But I actually don't think they'll win
The competition. Wow.
Yes.
All right, then. Thank
All
you
right,
very
that's
much
fine.
for calling in. Good evening to you. All right, unfortunately, we lost that one. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Samuel.
Good evening, Friday. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, see, when this draw was made, I don't know who the Belgium team, who they offended. I believe they topped their group, and Italy also topped their group.
Yeah.
It is a shame that both of them are coming to play out in the quarterfinal stage. I was expecting Italy and Belgium in the final. But that being it, I think the Belgium, they gave it all this night. They tried
Certainly
their
did.
best. See, it's not easy to play against it this time. Look at Chiellini, the captain. Look at Bulici. Look at all those Italian defenders. I'm telling you, this guy. I just pray that I don't know when Nigeria will have such a defender, especially an experienced captain.
Oh,
for
it's
that
coming.
matter.
It's coming.
He's coming with Ahmed Musa. Look at the captain. Look
Wow.
at the
Friday.
Oga, don't forget.
Wow.
Violence.
Captain, he was more than a coach in the pitch.
Patriotism
Look at-
Friday.
Oh, God.
Patriotism.
Oh God!
It's all right.
Patriotism, that's for you, journalists, not for us. We are just fans.
All right. Why on? Take it easy.
I bet no, not deceive us. Thank you very much. I bet.
All right. Thank you very much, Friday. We'll take two more. Hi there. Good evening to you.
I say thank you very much. Wow.
Good evening. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hello,
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
good evening. This is David in Wokocha.
Welcome, Dave. Very quickly.
I'll be calling you guys.
Hey, we're
Sorry,
picked
we are
now.
picked now. We are talk.
My people, is Femi still there?
No,
No, Femi's gone home.
He's gone home. Oh. Let him listen. Oh. Italy will win this for
All right.
first half, one goal. Second half, another goal. It will go to Italy.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. He's already predicting Italy being in the final.
We've
Okay.
noted it down. We've noted it. Final call now. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the broadcast. What's your name?
It's Precious from Coca.
Welcome, Precious.
Italy, talk about Italy and
Go ahead. Go ahead. Very quickly, though.
well, Italy played very good football today.
Okay.
Like you, but I don't think to win this Euro 2020.
All right. You're not convinced yet.
I think Denmark to win it.
Wow.
Denmark to win it. All right.
Fantabulous.
All right, then.
Okay.
Thank you very much for calling in. Unfortunately, we can't take any more of your calls. Guys, tomorrow there's more action from Euro 2020 for you. We've got Czech Republic taking on Denmark, the first game for tomorrow, and that's the third of the quarterfinal fixtures. And then we'll see Ukraine taking on England. It's certainly coming home, so they say out there in London, England. Very quickly, Tony, Czech Republic, Denmark.
I'll be on that game. And I'm really looking forward to it. Quite a number of people are tilting towards the Danes, but Czech
For
seemingly
sentimental reasons.
for emotional reasons and sentimental reasons, if you'd ask me. But I think that should give us something really. This Czech side have shown that they've got what it takes. Defeating Holland 2-0 is not a joke. You've got to respect them, and hopefully there will be goals in that game, and we'll see how that goes.
And for you, Brownish, is it coming home for England?
It's going to be kind of tough because the teams they have to face are by no
Andriy
means pushovers.
Shevchenko's Ukraine.
Yeah, so for them to get into the quarterfinals, that says a lot about the quality in that team.
it
And
does.
even if they do get past Ukraine, then they have to navigate team either Czech Republic or
Denmark.
which is on its own very, very tough. So for me, I think it's going to be very problematic, and we've seen the big teams get knocked out, and England up until their last game weren't even firing more than one goal per game. So most definitely the English are going to have to do a lot more than they've been doing, and all I can guarantee is that we're going to see some really, really blockbuster fireworks tomorrow, and I just can't wait.